Sawyer.
Did you see BJ?
Yes.
Is she all right?
Physically, I guess she's okay. But emotionally... And I didn't do her any favors because I had to tell the cops that I saw her in the desert that night.
Sir, you can't blame yourself. You had to tell the truth.
Even if I'm sending my sister to jail for the rest of her life?
Honey, did you give McCabe your statement? You had to. Sweetie, you had no choice.
Well, Mom, maybe I should have stayed in Boston.
No, you and Aurora home where you belong.
Micah, I need to speak to you alone.
Step outside.
Oh, no, that's okay. Sawyer and I will leave. I want to take you somewhere. Someplace special.
Well, don't be home too late.
We won't.
So, what has gotten you in such a state?
This? Somebody sent it to Reese. And I'd like to know who, because it ruined any chance I had at a reconciliation.
I believe you're looking for me. I trust you received the pictures that I sent you.
Yeah, I did. I just want to know why you sent it.
I should think it would be obvious. If you have any interest in saving your marriage, you will confront your wife with the picture and make her break off the affair. Otherwise, things could get very unpleasant.
Hey, Cal. What's up? Says you want to talk to me?
Yeah, I do. Come on inside. I don't want the neighbors to hear me disturbing the peace.
Oh, this should be good.
Hi. What's wrong? Did something happen at the debate?
No, nothing happened at the debate.
Oh, Mason, something?
What's this?
Do you always have to go butting your nose into everybody's business?
BJ? Honey, can you hear me? BJ? Talk to me, honey. BJ? BJ, what is it? What's the matter? BJ, can you hear me?
Oh, God, what have I done? BJ.
So how's Julia?
I didn't ask you over here to talk about my sister-in-law. Now, I've been looking for you all day long.
Well, I've been busy, so I'm here. So what's up?
I want you to listen up. I don't want to say it twice. I'm asking you to stay away from my family and my friends.
Okay.
I mean this. Don't shrug it off.
I'm not into playing games, Kelly.
Come on. That's a real twist.
What could you possibly be mad about this time?
You wormed your way into my father's home. You manipulated Rosa. You go digging around the cabana like you own the place.
This is about those scissors.
You had no right to take
That's
them.
evidence in a murder case. I'm an officer of the law. I have broad rights when it comes to enforcing those laws.
Like obtaining search warrants after the fact? Do you think you're above the law, McCabe?
Well, I don't know. That's something Cruz would understand, don't you think? He got rid of evidence, and I found it. Kind of makes us even, doesn't it?
Get out.
I'm on my way. But before I go, there's something I'd like for you two ladies to understand. I'm not the enemy.
Are you in the habit of snooping into other people's affairs?
Interesting choice of words, Detective Walker. And the answer is yes, when other people's affairs interfere with mine, as in the case of your wife and my...
Your what?
My Micah. He belongs in Italy with me, not here playing the provincial country doctor.
Oh, so I get it. You're convinced that Jody's the reason Mike is hanging around Santa Barbara.
The possibility has occurred to me several times.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but Jody and I are separated. She can see whoever she wants, whenever she wants, and wherever she wants.
Surely you haven't completely given up on your wife. I understand you've been married for, what, 20 years? I can't believe you would turn your back on a lifetime of happiness, 2 children, a home you share together.
Just save it, will you, lady? I don't even know you. And you don't know me either, and I don't feel much like standing around here talking about my marriage with a total stranger.
But I'm not a total stranger. I can see the pain you're in. It reflects very clearly in your eyes.
So you're not only nosy, you're clairvoyant as well.
Perhaps I can read you so well because I'm in the same kind of pain. But we can help each other.
I don't think so. If you love Micah, that's your business. You go ahead. You fight for him. As for Jody, don't expect me to get her out of the way for you.
Detective Walker. Never mind.
Are you absolutely sure there's something going on between them?
I thought you didn't care.
Just answer the question.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. You tell me.
Where did you find this?
I already told you. Somebody sent it to Reese, and I'd like to know who.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh, Jody, I'm so sorry. I really don't know.
Mike, I hate to keep coming to you for help, but I need you to do something for me.
What?
I need you to go to Reese and tell him that there wasn't anything to that.
You can do that yourself.
I already tried. He won't believe me.
I know you've been trying to make some headway. It's the hospital. Excuse me. Yes, this is Dr. DeAngelis. Yes, I'll be right there. I think you should come with me.
No, I can't. I've got a plane to catch in 2 hours. I have to go home. I have to pack.
No, you've got to come to the hospital with me. It's B Jay.
I'm Mr. Lockridge. I called from my car.
Here. Put her down here.
I don't know what's wrong with her. She just won't respond. She won't even look at me.
Well, her pulse is weak, but it's regular. I paged Dr. DeAngelis. He should be here soon. Why don't you have a seat over there?
No, I'm going to stay with her.
I'm sorry, but we have to examine her.
Well, then I'm going with you.
Are you the next of kin?
Well, no, not exactly, but I'm staying with her.
Then I'm sorry you can't be with her.
Excuse me, I'm Dr. Gates.
Skyler.
This is my patient.
I don't know what's the matter with her. She
Give a
just,
pen light,
she won't
nurse.
respond. She won't look at me. Nothing. I get nothing from her.
How long has she been in this state?
We were at the courthouse. I was going through her testimony with her. She was doing fine, and then all of a sudden, bang, she just snapped right out on me. She won't respond. I can't get her back.
She's obviously remembered something that has caused her to shut down again.
Will she be all right?
It's too soon to tell. We don't know yet.
BJ, can you hear me? BJ, honey. Skylar's here. We're gonna make sure everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna be better. Can you hear me?
Warren, she can't hear you. Now, please, just give her some air. Back off here. Let her breathe.
Pulse is steady.
This young woman's problems are of the mind, not the body.
Can you hear me, BJ? Of course you can. Wherever you are, wherever you go, you'll always be able to hear me. Won't you, BJ? My voice is the only one that you respond to. Not lover boy Warren, not mommies or daddies, and certainly not that self-righteous Zen shrink. I'll always be here for you, BJ. Always. Remember that. Please. Listen to them. Calling after you, begging you to answer them. But I'm the only one you answer to. Right? Right? The The only one. They're asking you to remember what happened to me the night I died. Will you tell them, B Jay? Will you tell them what you had to do to survive on the mesa that night? Will you, B Jay?
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Blaming me is not going to help BJ. What will help her is you getting out to prove her case.
Don't tell me how to get an acquittal for my own client. Patronizing.
I'm not patronizing anybody. It just seems to me that you two ladies are spending an awful lot of time sitting around commiserating. What you need to do is get off your butts and go out there and find out if Frank Goodman was molested as a child. Or go find another one of his victims to back up BJ's claims. That's what's going to help her. Getting all over me is not going to do squat.
Are you finished?
Yes, I'm on my way.
Good. Get out.
Well, consider me history.
Ah! He makes me insane. He is so infuriating. He's so smug and incredibly full of himself. Doesn't he drive you crazy? He makes me nuts. Hello?
Yeah, he does drive me crazy. He always has. There was something quite not right about this thing here.
What are you talking about?
The way he was talking to us, he was pointing out certain things. It's almost as if he were trying to tell us something.
B Jay, I know that deep inside you can hear my voice. You're safe.
You won't tell them what happened, will you? Of course not. Because you don't remember. You don't have the nerve to remember. Do you?
BJ? BJ, honey, what's wrong? BJ, can you hear me? God, Warren, what's wrong with her?
We don't know for sure. I took her over to the courtroom to go over her testimony. She completely blanked out on me.
Blanked out? I don't understand.
She's catatonic.
Excuse me. I need to look at my patient.
She's my patient as well. Go right ahead, Doc.
Thank you. Excuse me, I need everybody to go out.
I'm not going anywhere.
I think you should.
Micah, please. Let him stay. BJ trusts him.
All right. Excuse me. Let me take her into the cubicle right away.
You're all right?
No. No, I'm not all right. And I don't know whether I'm ever going to be all right again. Reese, stop.
Not here.
Reese, BJ needs us now more than ever. Don't let how we feel about each other get in the way of that. Please don't let BJ suffer for it.
I still don't understand why you want to come all the way out here.
I feel safe here. I felt safe here ever since the first time you brought me here to take me away from my grandmother. Sawyer, that was a really terrible time in my life, and you helped me get through it. And I want to do the same for you.
I know you mean well, but this thing with my sister is
It's out of your hands.
No.
Sawyer, you had to tell the truth. There's nothing left for you to do now except just pray that BJ will get the justice that she deserves.
Aurora, it's not in me to just give up.
Sawyer, I'm not saying to just give up. I'm just saying that maybe you should learn you can change and what you can't.
It's easier said than done.
But you have me to try and help you.
Aurora. Well.
Sawyer, I know that we said we'd wait, but now that we're engaged, we don't have to.
You mean it?
Sawyer, I want to feel your hands against my body. I want your heart against my heart, Sawyer. I want you to make love to me. Sawyer, please. Make love to me.
Are you sure?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
Just ignore it. Ignore it. The machine will get it.
You've reached the Walkers. You know what to do and when to do it. Sawyer, if you get this message, come to the hospital right away. It's B. Jay. Micah, what is going on?
I want you to run those tests I ordered immediately. And time is of the essence.
Yes, Doctor.
Tell me BJ's gonna be okay.
Well, I'm reluctant to say until I have a better indication of what's going on.
Well, you must have some idea.
Well, until I get the tests I've ordered, I don't want to say anything until I really know what's going on.
Well, how long will that take?
It's going to take a few hours. That's why I think everybody should go home and get some rest.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, why am I surprised?
Look, I really doubt that the tests you're running will tell us anything. BJ's problem is in her mind, not her body.
You know, Doctor, you're entitled to your opinion. But why are you so certain it's a mental problem until we rule out any physiological disorders?
BJ is my patient. She's been under my psychiatric care for several weeks now.
Well, maybe that's why she's here. The poor girl is under... Well, she's on the brink of exhaustion. Has anybody stopped to think about that?
Micah.
Maybe that's the problem.
Can I just go in and see her before you run the tests?
Me too.
Okay, make it very quickly, okay?
Thank you. BJ, honey, we're here. BJ, everything's gonna be fine, sweetie.
Sweetie, your mom's right. You're just tired, that's all. You'll be up and around in no time, you'll see. We love you. And we'll be here for you no matter what.
Any change? I know you're both very worried about her, but I don't think it should change your plans about Florida.
I can't leave BJ at a time like this.
If you want to help BJ, the best thing you can do for her is to try to find some evidence against Frank to use in her defense.
Warren's right. Reese, if we hurry, we can catch that red-eye to Florida, and we can be there by the morning.
Well, then I'll go, and you stay with BJ.
Reese.
Whatever you decide, make sure it's for her.
This isn't about punishing me. It's about helping BJ. I don't want to leave her side any more than you do, but time is running out. BJ and Julia need help. They need our help. And we can cover a lot more ground if we do it together. Now, I'm going to be on that plane. And if you love her as much as you say you do, then you'll be on it, too.
I do love you, sweetie. And you'll always be my little girl.
Jody, wait up.
Skylar, do you think she'll be all right?
Physically, yes. I am concerned about the state she'll be in when she comes out of it.
What do you mean?
Whatever pushed her into this hysterical fugue state that she's in may be Too traumatic for her to deal with consciously. And she may remember everything that happened that night Frank Goodman was killed. Or she may have shoved it so deeply inside her subconscious that it will never come out.
We start back at square one, right?
I'm afraid so.
Biddy, I'm home. Would you make me a strong pot of tea and a muffin? Oh, something store-bought. Please don't bake it yourself. Another crisis averted.
Well, it's about time. I waited all night, all alone in your big empty bed for you. And what did I get?
Probably a good night's sleep.
Not even a phone call.
Well, I was otherwise engaged.
You were with her, weren't you?
I was with Jody Walker's daughter. She's quite ill. Well, listen, I came home to take a shower and go back to the hospital. Just have, Biddy, bring my tea up to my room.
I'll come with you.
No, please.
We'll shower together.
No.
But, Micah, I have needs.
Yes, and they're legendary, just like your jealousy. You know, sending that photograph to Jody Walker's husband was a real grave miscalculation on your part.
I will do anything that is in my power to keep what is mine.
Don't own me, do you understand? You remember that? I'll say this once more. That's all. You leave Jody Walker alone.
Rise and shine. Wake up, BJ. It's a brand new day today. Now, your mother and father, they're probably in Florida right now. They went down there to try to find some evidence against Frank so we can put this whole thing behind you. Sawyer and Aurora were here last night. They said they'd come back. Skylar, he was here. We all miss you very much. We all want you to come back.
How is she?
She's the same.
Honey, I'm so sorry. I know how much you wanted her to be better today. Sawyer couldn't sleep at all last night. He was so worried about her.
gonna get some coffee. I'll be back.
Thanks, Maury.
BJ. Can you hear me? Honey, it's me, Sawyer. This is my fault, I swear to God.
Sawyer, you can't blame yourself for telling the truth. BJ doesn't blame you either.
How can she? Look at her. I should have lied. I never should have told Connor McCabe that I saw you out there in the desert, BJ.
Sawyer, you only did what BJ wanted you to do.
Look what it did to me. Look what it did to my sister. I'm sorry, BJ. I'm so sorry. The last thing that I wanted to do was hurt you more than you've already been hurt. I'm gonna make it up to you. Somehow, I promise. Honey, just get up, okay? Just get up right now and just tell me what you want me to do. Please, get up.
Came as soon as I heard. How is she?
There's no change. Dr. DeAngelis is running some tests, but we don't have the results back.
She's totally unresponsive?
Julia, it's like she left. Her mind, her soul, just gone.
Nobody knows how long she could be like this?
Well, Dr. Gates said that she could snap out of it any minute, or it could go on indefinitely.
Well, I'll try to arrange to have the trial postponed.
Is that really necessary?
It's mandatory. Without BJ's testimony, we don't have a case. Sure this is the right place?
You know, you are a piece of work.
What?
7 hours on an airplane, and you didn't say a word to me. Not even to complain about the food.
I didn't feel like making small talk,
That
okay?
picture is not what it seemed.
Yeah, right. Pictures lie all the time, Jim.
Just a minute. This is very unfair.
Oh, give me a break.
May I help you?
Are you Mrs. Eudora Simmons?
Have been all my life. What can I do for you?
Hi. I'm Reese Walker.
I'm Jody Walker. We're with the Santa Barbara Police Department.
We're actually here for some information. We're hoping you can help us out.
Oh, good heavens. How could I be of any help to the Santa Barbara police?
Well, it's Frank Goodman. We understand that you used to babysit for him.
Why, yes. Yes, I did. Oh, little Frankie, such a sweet little boy.
So you do remember him?
Well, of course I do. I'm not that old.
Would you be willing to answer a few questions for us?
Well, I don't know if I'll be of much help, but please come on in.
Thank you.
Can I get you some coffee or tea?
No, really, we had plenty on the plane, thank you.
About Frank.
Well, he was very well behaved, considerate, perhaps a little shy, but then so many children are.
Yes, ma'am. How often would you say that you sat for him?
Oh, all the time. I used to live just down the block from where he and his family lived. Lovely people. I've often wondered what happened to them.
Mrs. Simmons, a young girl has come forward accusing Frank of molesting her.
Little Frankie? Oh, I don't believe that.
Well, it's true. Frank confessed to witnesses.
The point is, often child molesters have been molested themselves as children, and you knew Frank when he was a boy. Do you have any knowledge regarding the possibility that Frank was molested as a boy?
That's impossible.
Why do you say that?
Because I would have known if he had been. Frankie told me everything.
So gross. I can't believe this. There's dog hair everywhere. God. I should just send McCabe a bill for the rugs, for the upholstery. Where the heck is he anyway? Is this typical? I don't want him around. I can't get rid of him. I ask him to come over. He takes his own sweet time. You are late.
I just wanted to keep you quiet long enough so you can hear what I have to say. I am no longer available to be reviled, spat upon, or yelled at. You understand? And why don't you clean this place up? It's a mess. Look at all this dog hair. It's disgusting.
I didn't ask you over here to yell at you, McCabe.
Oh, well, that's a first.
Let me tell you, if Cruz hadn't asked me to take care of BJ, you'd be wearing that coffee instead of a smile.
Well, he did. And you are, and I'm not. So what's up, Kelly?
I want to know what you know about Frank Goodman that you're not telling me.
I still think that BJ's problem is psychological, not physiological.
See, Skylar thinks that whatever triggered this is so traumatic that BJ can't deal with it consciously.
Like the sudden memory of killing Frank Goodman.
Do you have the test results?
Yes. I just came from the lab. The news is not good. There is no physiological reason why BJ's in the state she's in, so medically, we can't do anything to reverse it. We'll just have to wait around and see what happens.
Well, I can't wait anymore. Neither can BJ. We've got to find out what the hell's wrong so we can help this girl.
I agree with Dr. DeAngelis, Warren. All we can do now is sit and wait and hope for the best.
Well, I can't wait anymore. BJ. BJ. You listen to me. Time's running out. BJ, you've got to wake up and tell me what you remember. Please, honey, tell me. What is it? What do you remember? Do you hear me?
Go ahead, BJ. Give the man what he wants. Go ahead. Just like you used to do with old Uncle Frankie. You always gave me what I wanted. Now, go ahead. Tell him what happened that night on the mesa. Go ahead, BJ. I dare you.
Last night, when you were talking, you made it sound like Goodman had other victims other than BJ. You also made it sound like you knew this to be fact. Do you?
No, I don't, Kelly. I was just trying to get you and Julia to do something to help BJ. Get some witnesses to back up her story.
It's not a story. It's the truth.
No, it's an accused murderer's word against her victim, unless it is corroborated. I was just trying to help, that's all.
Are you sure you don't know something that you're not telling me?
Kelly, you know it hurts when you don't believe me. But to answer your question, no, I don't. Oh, by the way, that's a smashing outfit. Ooh. Ooh.
Do you know anybody else that we could speak to who might have known Frank as a boy?
No, no one comes to mind.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Simmons, for all your time. If you do happen to remember anything, something that Frank might have said, would you be sure to contact us? Call Collect. The number's on that card.
I will. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help.
No, that's okay. I mean, you tried. That's amazing.
We appreciate it.
Good luck.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
What now?
I don't know.
Well, BJ is counting on us and time is running out.
I know. Tell me something I don't know. If Frank was molested, it happened years ago. And if his own babysitter can't help us, I think the chances of finding someone who can are slim and none.
Don't tell me you're giving up.
Of course not. I just need a little time to figure out where we go from here.
Well, then let's go someplace where we can talk so we can maybe come up with a new angle.
You can talk all you want, but I've got work to do.
Come on now, BJ. I know that you're stronger than all the pain that you're feeling. And you're stronger than all those fears. And I know that you're stronger than Frank Goodman.
No, you're not, BJ. That's why you're a zombie. You just can't take it anymore.
Now, I want you to wake up and tell me what you remember.
You can't, BJ, because you ain't got the guts.
No matter what it is, we'll work through it.
Don't listen to that jerk, BJ. Hey, stay here with me, okay?
We'll work through it together because I love you. And no matter what happens, nothing can change that.
He doesn't love you. He just wants your body. And we both know who you belong to, don't we?
I love you, BJ. And you love me.
BJ, don't listen to him.
And I know our love is stronger than the hold that Frank has on you.
BJ, I told you not to listen to him.
Everything we have is stronger than anything Frank has.
Don't listen to him.
BJ, come back to me. Come back, honey. BJ? Honey, are you back?
What?
Oh, God. Oh, God, you're back. I love you so much. Oh, God, what did you remember? What could you have remembered? Oh.
Today at 2, a wedding with 2 brides and no groom. On the next Jenny Jones, the romantic and bizarre wedding of Laverne and Janine. Laverne is really Larry, but he likes to dress up and act like a woman. And Janine doesn't mind. In fact, she likes it. Men who love to dress up as women today at 2 on Jenny Jones. Now stay tuned for Days of Our Lives, followed by Another World, here only on Channel 4.